Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome to episode 8 of our playthrough of Massive Darkness, where we are playing with the lovely lightbringer ladies known as Whisper, Sarah, Sybil, and Mila. And they are right here fighting this horrible abyssal demon that we have to take on. Now, this demon, he's pretty tough stuff, so let's take a look at that. Here he is, the abyssal demon. He's got a total of 18 or 16 hit points. Wait, what is it? Sorry, oh, 4 times. So 16 hit points, but he's only taken 1 so far because he has a pretty healthy defense with this dwarven shield right here that gives him 3 green dice. It's pretty rough, and he's got some pretty good attacks. Also, he heals and does a wound when he does a diamond, rolls a diamond on his attack die, his red dice. So he's pretty rough, and we're just starting to really go at him. We had a full round against him, but didn't do very much. So hopefully we'll do better this turn. We're going to start this session, this episode with Mila. She's going to with Whisper. She's going to be up first and see what she can get done. Here's Whisper. She's doing pretty good. She's healthy. She's got 2 great level 4 swords. We're going to keep a hold of some of these lesser ones because when we go into future episodes or future fights, we'll be able to keep those. So she's got some great stuff on her. A level 4 ice sword and a level 4 long sword that she can use. Because they're one-handed, she can fight with them dual weapon, and that's what she's doing. She's fighting really well with them, and we're about to go do some damage. So when we go attack this guy, which is what we're about to do, she's going to do 3 red die and 1 yellow die on her attack against the demon. The demon is going to again have 3 green dice in defense, so it's pretty rough, but we're going to see if we can do some serious damage. She is in shadows, which means she gets, on her first attack, she always gets her shadow mode ability, but she's going to get this -1 defense on attacks, and she also has dual wielding, which means she gets an extra bam on her attacks automatically. And she's slippery, so that's pretty good. Let's go do her battle now and see if she can do some serious damage to this demon. So here is Whisper. She is in the space with the demon. Again, we're going to be doing some serious damage here. 3 red dice and 1 yellow die. That's about as good as she can't get too much better on the damage right there. It's pretty awesome. But again, we are facing 3 green dice from the demon. So let's see if Whisper can get some damage down here. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a dice off here. Crazy stuff. So the diamond doesn't help the demon on defense. But he does get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defense. However, we know that her shadow mode is going to reduce it by 1, so we'll do that. She's got 6 defense. Now, what did she do? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points of damage. Does she get a bam? She stuns on a bam with her ice sword, so she's going to stun the demon. But it's again 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't think there's any way for her to do any damage. She does get 2 bams though. And does anything else she have? No, then she doesn't have anything that does another bam effect for her. That is weak. So that bounced. Wow, that totally bounced off. So he will be stunned. I think I gotta look it up. I think you have to do a wound to get the stun. I'm gonna check that out on the stun ability. If she didn't hurt him, I don't know if he's gonna be stunned or not. Let's see. The stun effect temporarily disables natural lay him down. I think maybe he does get to do that. She will stun him. At least I hope so. I'm looking up stun itself to see. Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't say he has to do damage just to get the effect, the stun effect temporarily. Yeah. So she hit him and it froze him, but didn't do any damage. Anyway, that was her first of 3 attacks. So we're going to roll again. Hopefully we'll do better next rolls. This is going to be her second action. No, she did worse, actually. She has no rerolls. God, he's just rolling the best rolls possible on his defense. So that actually didn't do anything. And then for her third attack, so we haven't done any damage to him yet. That is awful. And she's my best damage dealer. But she'll do damage here. So he only got 1 or 3 defense. We're going to reduce that by 1, so I'm going to put that on 2 just to illustrate the damage. And so she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 2. So she actually finally did some bloody damage. Now, so she's going to do 5 points of damage to him. There it is. So he's actually took a hit there, but that was her third hit. Now, we could go all crazy on us here and do it again with this guillotine potion. Discard this card during the hero's active action phase to get +1 action. I think we're going to do that. I want to kill this dude. This guy's bad news. So if we can do something like we just did again, she's the one that has the potential to do the most damage to him. So I think we're going to do that. She's going to get an extra hit on him, which I think she did do well on. Look at that. So this is going to go because of her shadow mode ability. So it got 2 defense. She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 more to him. That's pretty good. I'm not going to argue with that. And he's definitely stunned. I mean, she's hit him a couple times with the stun ability of her sword. So he is stunned. Now, what does that mean? That means it's now the end of her turn. So he just simply gets back up. He was knocked down. He gets back up. Get knocked down. Get back up again. You know that song. Anyway, that is going to be Whisper. That is the end of her turn. Now we're going to move on to Sybil. Now Sybil, we got to be a little careful with her. I think what we're going to do, she's in space with Mila. So for her first action, she's actually going to trade and take this this healing potion from Mila and then drink it because I don't know if she wants to trade anything. She doesn't have anything to trade back to her, so she's going to drink the level 3 healing potion, which puts her all the way back up to full 5 because she had gotten hurt a couple times, and then she's going to shoot her bow, her fire bow, at the demon for 2 more actions. So that is going to give her dice will be 2 red dice only versus the 3 green dice, but her BAM abilities are really powerful. First off, she has she does have her safe shot, which she doesn't need to use. She's not in the same space with him, but she on her bow she does get +1 damage for a BAM, and then she also gets on her own ability gets +2. So hopefully she can get a couple of BAMs and do some serious damage. Here's the defense of the demon. Here's the red dice for the shot. Well, she got a BAM. That's good. So she's going to take her special ability, but he defended like crazy. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no way to reduce that down. But she does have the charm of protection. May reroll one of the attack dice of 1 additional time. I think that's on defense, not on attack. So that's not going to help her. She can reroll blanks, but she doesn't have one. So I think even though she did 5 points, I think it all bounced. It did. So that was her second action. Come on, we got to get some worse dice rolls for the enemy. Okay, so here this is going to be okay. We're going to do some damage. So that those 2 nullify each other, but the fire bow does +2 damage on a diamond. So she's going to do 2 more damage. So I'm going to take 4 off of the demon. That puts him up to 11 total. He's got 11 total hits out of 16, so that is pretty good. But now the demon does get to attack back because he's got magic attack, which can go range 1 or 2, range 1 or 2, and she's 1 away. So he's going to attack her back there for 2 red dice. She unfortunately only has 1 green die or 1 blue die rather in defense. She's not very defensible, but she does have her charm. So let's see what can happen here. Well, that was pretty good. He got nothing, and she defended. So, lucky her. Nothing happened in his retaliation attack. That is going to be the end of Sybil's turn. We got to get this guy knocked down quick. Okay, next up we have Sarah. Now, Sarah is already in the space with him, so she's not doesn't have to go anywhere. Doesn't have to move. Doesn't have to exchange items. So she's going to get all 3 of her attacks. Now, her attacks consist of 3 yellow dice, but her crown makes her more effective. So it's 3 yellow versus 3 green. Let's see if she can do some damage here. If she has to get a BAM, it's very important she gets at least 1 BAM. Okay, she did, and look at this. So here, this is really good. Okay, so she did 1, 2. Wait, I don't know what that is. That shouldn't be there. She did 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. He blocked 2, but she got a BAM. That BAM with the crown does this effect. Defender -1 per equipped card of the King's set. She has all 3 items, so this is basically nothing. So that means she did 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. If she'd gotten Oh, and she's in darkness with an ally. Her special shadow mode skill is this. Attack +1 per ally in the same zone, so she gets to do an extra point. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. She did 6 points of damage. Let's see, what does that do to him? I think that puts him under. That's exactly 17. She killed him. 17 points of damage, and she still got 2 actions left. So the demon goes down. He drops this dwarven shield, which she's not going to pick up. She's going to leave it there for Mila. And then we all get 5 points of experience. So what is that going to do for the experience of our heroes? Well, that puts Sarah up to 5.5. She's doing pretty good. That puts Mila up to 7.3. She's doing very well. 5.3 for Whisper, and 5.2 for Sybil for killing the demon. Okay, now we still have 2 activations for her, and we got to hustle. So she's going to step 1 over here, and as her second part of her movement, she's going to pop the door. We still have 2 characters. Well, do we have 2 characters to go? No, we have one. We have 1 character to go, but that's okay. We'll start this madness, right? We'll get it going. Okay, so we're going to draw a level 4. We're going to draw a door card first, and then we're going to draw a level 4 guard card. I think more than 1. I think we're going to have 2 in here. So in the first room, we have 3 treasures, no enemies. I'm going to get those treasures out, start putting them in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then in the second one, we're going to have a special chest with a level 5 treasure in it. Can't wait to grab that. And then in the next one, we're going to have 2 treasures right here. But this is a special room based on the scenario. We're actually going to have 2 guard cards spawn in this room. So I'm going to just look at the quest. I believe it's just want to make sure the final room, the zone holding the library tokens, considered to be a special location. In addition to resolving the door card, for the chamber, draw a guard card and set the corresponding enemy in this zone. Okay, so we're going to have 2 guards, 4th level guards here. So this could be really, really rough for us. Here, I haven't drawn these, so I'm going to shuffle them up real quick. Our first draw of a guard card. Let's focus on this room so we can get everybody in the right spot and show you what is going to happen. So the first of our guard cards is going to be, probably should have waited to open the door, but hey. Troglodyte brutes. Well, we've faced them before. They each have 3 experience points. Look at that. 2 red and 1 yellow. Plus 1 blue and 1 green on defense. And in shadow mode, they defend at +2. Ooh, that's rough. And we got to give an item. What is their item going to be? It is going to be a piercing javelin. Good thing. That is an archery weapon. They cannot use it. That is fantastic. All right, now I'm going to get the troglodytes out. But before we do that, let's see what else we get. Goblin warriors. Okay, they have a couple of interesting abilities. Attack a diamond +1. I don't know what that means. I gotta look that up. But it says attack. Their bam gives them a defender a -1 green die, -1 die. Yeah, that's pretty rough. And they're pretty nasty too. So they're worth 2 hit points each. Those are our 2 mobs that we're gonna have to fight, and they get a treasure as well. They get an orb of courage, which isn't going to help them. Because it's a magic item. So they drop 2 level 4 items, but they can't use them. That is fantastic. Okay, well, let's get those mobs on the board. Okay, well, here we have it, guys. That's quite a mess we got going on there. That was Sarah's second action. So I think for her third action, how crazy does she want to be? She's got really good defense. She could wade into these guys and do some damage. Keep them in the light. We do want to try and keep these guys in the light. They have a better abilities in the darkness. +2 defense is meaningful. So I think for her final action, she will... Oh, she won't be able to attack. She will not be able to attack. I think she'll wait. She's going to hesitate there and I guess force them to come in the darkness, or maybe Mila will go in and fight them. She's got the ability to do that. So that's going to be the end of her turn. There won't be any retaliation because those guys, not only did they just come out, but they didn't get attacked, so they're not retaliating. Next up, we do have our last player of the round, which is going to be Mila. Mila, the Uber Barbarian, is going to first... Yeah, she's definitely going to do this. For her first action, she's going to move to here and pick up this item. And again, she's the red, this red character here. This is Mila, and red-based character. And she's going to pick up this shield because that can be used with a two-handed weapon. So it's like a buckler type weapon that she can use in conjunction with her greatsword. It's going to give her now 1 blue die, 2 green die. That's really helpful. The next thing she's going to do is charge. She's going to go 1, 2 into here with her charge ability, which means she's going to get to attack them without having to use another action. She'll get at least 2 attacks on them before we end the round. Yeah, it's going to become rather messy. So, whew, yeah, they're all going to pile into here, I think. Okay, so she's going to attack with her greatsword. That means she's going to be doing 3 yellow dice. But she also has some other stuff that she can do. So let's start with that. She's going to do this 3 yellow dice versus their 2 green, 1 blue, 1 green dice for the troglodytes. That's not so bad. They don't have any extra stuff, so that's it for them. Wow, they did 3. They blocked 3, and she didn't do any BAMs. So she went in there and swung, did not do anything. It bounced off their armor. Then she's going to get her second attack. Then she's got 2 more things she can do after she uses those actions. Wow, that was good. So she got 3 hits. That's going to kill one of the troglodytes and give her... no, that's the leader. I can't take that one out. That one's back here in the back, we'll say. And take one of these troglodyte warriors out. They're called brutes. And that is going to give her another experience. Doesn't really help her much yet. And then she's going to use her Mage's Charm to try and do some damage to one of them. She gets to roll a yellow die, and any swords that come up, she gets to do that much damage to them. So she did a 1 more point of damage to them with her Mage's Charm. That's good. And I put that on the troglodyte card. And then she's going to do her leg sweep and hopefully maybe stun them. She gets to roll a die. If she gets a diamond, she stuns them. And gives them 1 wound. If she hits that, she just gives them 1 wound. And we've never gotten anything on that. I don't think. So, she did nothing. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But she did kill one of them. Now, unfortunately, they are going to retaliate. Now, good news is she's now equipped with the Dwarven Shield. So, she's going to have 2 green dice and 1 blue die in defense. The troglodytes are going to have 2 red and 1 yellow die on attack. So, that's pretty bad. Hopefully, she does not die. Let's see what she gets. Oh, I'm glad that, well, it didn't matter that it bounced out. The troglodytes do not have any BAM abilities, so this doesn't matter. They got 4 hits versus her 3 shields. Does she have any bonus? She did get a BAM on her defense, which means she gets an additional defense, so the attack bounced off her. That is good. She defended against it in the retaliation attack, and that is it for the round, guys. This is really, really rough. So we're going to have to do some enemy attacks now. They're going to be moving and doing some nastiness. So first up, we'll take out we'll deal with the troglodytes. They're going to attack Mila again because she's already in the space with them. So let's deal with that. Again, they have 2 red dice, 1 yellow die in attack, and she's got 2 green dice, 1 blue dice in defense. Let's hope she can block all this damage coming her way. Oh, she did not. They got 4 hits. Well, 5 hits, and she blocked 3 of those. She didn't get any BAMs, so she wasn't able to block anything else. The BAMs don't mean anything for those guys. So she goes down. Let me see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus her 3. She goes down from 6 to 4 hit points, and she no longer has any healing, so it's bad. Okay. Then we got these guys. Now, they can't attack, so they're going to move. And they all pile into here. We're just going to say they're all in this same space right there. It is a mob crazy event. And then they too are going to attack Mila as well. Hopefully they don't do the same kind of damage. They don't do as well. They have 2 yellow dice and a red as opposed to the troglodytes 2 red and a yellow. That's not as good. And then of course we get 2 green and a blue in defense. Let's hope she manages to defend the heck out of this. Well, they did. They do get an attack bonus. They get -1 defense on her. So she did 1, 2, 3, 4 defense versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. So she took 1 more hit in that. That wasn't terrible. Was not terrible. that is going to be the end of the round, actually. It's the enemy phase. Then we go on to the experience phase, and I do have, let me see, who can, Mila herself can get another ability. I just don't know that she wants one yet. She could get, she could do this one. I think we might check this off. We don't have 10. We don't have 10 yet. We're at 7. So I don't think she has charge already. She has two-handed. Nope, she's not going to use any of her experience. And she's the only one that really could. So we're going to pass up that turn, go on to the event phase. I'm going to get the event deck out. We'll just keep it focused right here, and we'll draw. What do we get? If there's already a roaming monster in play, there's not. Level +1, so it's going to be, so it says current level +1 is current level if not present. So we're going to have a roaming monster come out. This is about the worst scenario I was thinking of, because we got so many good cards early on, and now we're going to be facing a greater roaming monster. This could be the end of our party, guys. So here's the greater roaming monsters. I'm shuffling them just to see what we get here. What do we get? The Rattling Brute. Okay, we haven't seen him yet. He's pretty nasty, but look what he's got. Spawns with 4 Rattling minions, if possible, in the same zone. Rattling Bully is treated as the boss of the mob. These Rattling minions have 2 health. And he does 2 and 2, and he's got 20 hit points. Okay, so he comes out on the board. Let's get his figure out, and along with a couple of Rattling minions, 4 of them. Wow, things just went crazy as these Rattlings sprung up around Whisper here. That is really awful. And they get to draw an item. Well, they get hammer. Oh, this actually helps him. Man, he's going to have 6 total dice on his attack with this level 4 hammer. Now, that is really bad. And, well, I mean, at least Whisper's slippery. She's getting the heck out of there. Now, they don't do anything because they are not... they deactivated during the event phase, or came in during the event phase. So the only thing that happens next is the round marker moves on to Sybil. She's going to go first, and I know what she's going to do. So we're going to wrap around to the player's phase, and we're going to start the next turn with Sybil. So Sybil goes, whoa! Turns and starts, she sees these Rattling guys, starts firing immediately. We've got to kill the minions before we can go after that boss. So she's going to get 2 red dice. The rat minion's defense is going to be what? They have 2 health, and I guess they have the same defense as he does? Ugh. I don't know how that can be. If possible, in the zone, Rattlings are treated as the... Okay, well, let's look up... I'm going to look up the level 4 Rattling minions, because that would probably be most appropriate. They have 2... Well, they have 2 blue dice, 1 green dice in defense. So I'm going to assume that's what they have in this case. That's pretty good for them. So let's just check that again. 2 blue, 1 green. Wow. Okay. So they're going to have 3 defense dice versus her 2 red dice, but she gets lots of bonuses because she's attacking from shadows. She turns and fires into this group. Okay, well, that was bad. That was a really bad first roll because they defended completely. Yep. They don't have any special abilities. They just defended it completely because she only got 2 hits. That was her first attack. Her second attack. Oh, my front came off. I keep saying I'm going to glue this on, and I don't do it, so I'll do that in a second. Anyway, she got... There we go. So they got 2 defense. She did 1, 2, 3, 4... Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for her BAM ability. And what else does she have? That is it, because she just has her safe shot so far. So she did 5 versus 2, so she did 3. She killed one of the Rattlings, and then did 1 point of damage to another one. So that's okay, not the best start. And then we have 1 more roll to go. Let's see what she gets. Well, that was pretty good. No, it really wasn't. Well, actually, I wish she would get a BAM. You know what? She can No, she can't reroll. It's got to be blank. She is in shadows. She doesn't help her. God, if she got the diamond and a burst on the other die, it'd be devastating. But what she did was 3, 4, and then the diamond gives her +2 because of a firebolt for 6, and they just defended against 4. So she did 2 more. She killed only 1 more of the Rattling minions because one of them already had damage on her. So, but that does put her up 2 more experience points, which puts her at 6.2, so she could get another ability at this point. unfortunately, that ends her round, and yeah, I don't know that that's going to help her very much. Huh. We need to do a lot more than this. I'm telling you that right now if we're going to get through this fight, because we're in serious doo-doo, so to speak. But anyway, let's continue on. That was Sarah, or Sybil rather, and she was our first player, right? No, we did. Yeah, she was our first player. Okay, so next up is going to be Sarah. Well, Sarah is just as worried about Mila, and Sarah can take hits. So what Sarah's going to do is, and she is seriously damaged too. She's got some well, we're likely to have somebody go down in this fight. Just as long as we don't have two, we'll be okay. So Sarah is going to charge into here, and she's going to start attacking the goblins because they're weaker. They're a little, well, actually, she should probably attack the troglodytes because they got less defense. They only have one blue, one green die for defense. So she's going to attack the troglodytes. They do have more hit points. Remember, she has 3, well, actually, yeah, I think so. Troglodytes. She's going to attack with 3 yellow dice. They get blue dice. So she runs in there. She does not, she has to use that first action to move. She doesn't have any ability to do anything differently. Yeah, and then she's going to get 2 attacks. So on her first attack, now remember, these guys couldn't retaliate because they're melee, so they couldn't attack her. At least that's why I read it. Yes, they're melee. Okay, so she got 3. Oh, man, they defended against her. Unbelievable. Guys, we're getting a lot of trouble here. So that was her first attack. On her second attack, they totally blocked it again. So she did nothing, and they get to retaliate. So the troglodytes are going to retaliate against her with 2 red, or 2 red, 1 yellow, versus her, let me see, 3 blue, and 1 green die. Okay, and then she's, yeah, that's just awful. But let's hope that they don't do anything bad. The way I'm rolling, they probably will. And they do, look at that. That is awesome. She is dead, I think. Okay, there's 6, 7. They don't get any bonuses for anything. She got 2, 4, 5, and I don't think she gets anything else. Nope. Actually, she did do 1 point of damage because she has an ally in her space. So she did 1 point of damage to the troglodytes. There's one with 2 points of damage on it. But she was put down. So she drops. And that is going to put her down to nothing. She actually took enough damage to die, which means we're going to use one of our lightbringer tokens. It's okay, we have 2. So that was a rough round for us already. Then we're going to go on from Sarah now over to Mila. Mila's in that space with them. She's pretty healthy, but she's got to do some more damage here. That is for sure. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so what do we get with her? We're going to have 3 yellow dice with her her level 3 great sword versus she'll attack the troglodytes because they're weaker on defense. So it's 3 versus 2 and 2. Now her let me see, she's not in yeah, she is not in shadows, so she doesn't get any of her shadow abilities. Okay, let's just roll and see what she gets. Well, that was pretty good. She got 3. Does the BAM do any good? Yes. On the greatsword, the BAM does a wound. So she automatically killed one of the troglodytes. Let's get one of those guys out. And then she did, let's see, that was because that was the wound. And then she did another 2 points. Just making sure another 2 points to him. So there's still 2 points on another troglodyte. That was her first attack. She did not move. Her second attack, she's going to try and do the same thing. And that rolled out. Okay, she did 2 more hits, so she killed another troglodyte. And another one has 1 point on them, so she's starting to whittle them down. And then on her third attack, they are still around. They're going to get to attack her back, unfortunately. It's bad news. She does, again, 2 more hits. They defended against 1, so that's going to kill 1 more troglodyte. Where is he? So that all that left is for the troglodytes is the boss, but he's still there. So that is bad. Wait, I only show 3 dead troglodytes, so there should be one more in this pile of guys. I don't see one more. Did I kill 4 and just put the other one in the wrong place? No, I don't. I gotta, hold on, I gotta look. Oh, I found him. Okay. So yeah, I killed 4 total. Alright, so there is only the boss left of the troglodytes. That is her turn. So the boss is going to retaliate against her with 2 red dice and 1 yellow die. That's very bad, but her defense is pretty rock solid. She's got 1 green for the shield, her dwarven shield. She's got 1 green, 1 blue for her chainmail armor. Oh wait, before we do that, I'm going to do this. I might be able to kill the boss. We're going to roll our yellow die. For that, we did 2 points of damage. That actually does not kill the boss because he had not been hit yet. But he's got 2 wounds on him. And then she gets to do her leg sweep. Come on, let's get a damage on the leg sweep for a change. And she did. She killed the troglodyte boss with the leg sweep. Boom! Alright, that's 3 points. So she is now at... She killed 2, so she's at 2. She is at 8.2 now. That is pretty darn good. And that actually, she's at actually 9 even with the killing of the boss. She's almost at 10 points. Everybody else gets an additional 3, so that means that Sarah is going to be at 6.1. That's good because she could use another ability. Whisper is going to be at 6.1 as well, and Sybil is going to be at 6.5. So they're getting there. They're getting some more experience in this round. It's pretty good. All right, but we're not done yet. All these guys still exist. Now, the goblins don't retaliate against her because she didn't attack them. So that was Mila's turn, and she doesn't get retaliated against. So that is very good. That puts us at the end of our round. Okay, so we are going to go to the enemy phase. Now we do have some problems because we're going to face an attack from the rattling bully against Whisper. Oh, we didn't do Whisper. Sorry, I got Whisper to go. We're not done yet. Whisper's turn has not occurred. And that is really important because she could stun these guys. Now remember, she's got her ice sword, which is 2 red dice, and her longsword, which is 1 red dice, 1 yellow die, against the rat guys, which are 2 and 2. So they're pretty tough on defense, but she has the ability to do a lot of damage to them right now. Let's see if she does. Man, I think she does, guys, because she is in shadows. Yeah, so let's see what she does do. She did 6 points. I don't think the diamonds are going to do her any good. They don't. They get -1 defense automatically because she's in shadows, so we're going to take that out. So she got 6 versus 3. She did 3 points. That kills 1 more of the minions and puts a point of damage on another minion. So we're getting there. We're getting there. That was her first attack. So let's continue that and see if we can wipe these guys out. Now we haven't done any damage to the big boss yet. Got to remember that. I've got to wipe out the minions first. Okay. Well, she did. Well, they did pretty good. They did 4 right there, but she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They get to their -1, so this is now effectively a 2, so that's 4 versus 5. She did 1 more point and did kill 1 more of the minions. Now she can start attacking the boss. That's pretty cool, right? I hope. All right. So there is nothing but the rat boss left. That's not a bad thing. So she's going to get 1 more attack, and she's going to take it on the boss. Let's see if she can get this done and kill this guy. She's not going to this turn. He's got 20 health. But she is going to do some damage. Look at that. So she's in shadows, so her shadow ability is going to reduce that by 1. So she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she got a bam, which means he is stunned. And he got 2, so he took 3. The actual boss took 3 points of damage out of his 20. Good round for her, because all then he gets to do in retaliation is get back up. I think she can take on this rattling boss pretty effectively and survive. Now, though, it's the end of the turn. Okay, so, alright, well now we have to deal with the enemy phase. We got these 4 goblins here. They're going to definitely attack our girl, Mila. That is going to give them, let me see, they got 2 yellow and 1 red die. That's them. And Mila has got, let's see, she's doing pretty good on defense now. She has a dwarven shield, so 2 green and a blue. It's pretty good. Let's see if she can survive this attack. 1 attack on her. Okay, they do get a BAM on the attack, -1 defender shield. So she only defended against 1. Wow, so that's 4 hits. 3 hits on her. Huh. That's going to put her down. Wow, that is unreal. She was at 3, so that's actually going to put her to 0. Is there anything she can do? I don't think so. Wow, both our heroes went down in 1 round, so she went to 0 and dropped. That is awful. Boom, she goes down. I'm just recalculating, make sure I'm doing my math right. I am. So she's down, and the last thing we have to do is the rattling guy, the rattling bully on our girl Whisper. He's got 2 red, 2 yellow. What has she got? She's got, in defense, she has 2 blue and a green. So that's not too bad. 2 blue and a green is going to be her defense. So let's roll that and see what they get. Hopefully he doesn't do too much to her. Oh my god. Well guys, we may have just lost the game. She was fully healthy, thank God, but she only got 1 defense versus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. That is enough to kill her, guys. Oh my god, I gotta look at this and see if there's anything at all I can do. Actually, I'm missing 2 dice of his still. He actually, because of the weapon, he actually has that. He just killed her outright. Wow, guys, our game just ended. Let me think about this. I'll be right back. Yeah, guys, overwhelming odds in the last round took her down. So we would have to have 3 Lightbringer tokens to bring everybody back to life. And we don't. We only have 2. So, wow, that was rough. Man, I thought we'd be able to pull it off, but we couldn't. So, guys, that is the end of this playthrough. I might do a summary recap because I didn't like the way this video ended, but we'll see. I am going to end this video here since we lost badly against the mobs that got us. I think this rattling bully was pretty rough because he had those extra minions that actually gave him a lot of extra hit points. And we had to wade through them before we could even touch him. So that was pretty rough. And the goblins actually got really lucky against our 2 beefier heroes too. So anyway, that's the end of this playthrough, guys. Sorry. I guess we'll have to do it again. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Tell me what you think of the game, Massive Darkness. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a quick recap video just because that ended so abruptly and wildly. But that's the way it goes. We got the 4th level and just got taken down. So much for me saying it was easy. The last couple of games I've played, though, to be honest, we have blasted through the enemies pretty quickly. This just was a bad scenario. Bad draws with the troglodytes and the wandering monster at the last bit, the tougher wandering monster. So pretty rough stuff. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you next time.